Welcome to the Side Hustle Show. This is the show where we break down the side hustles that are trending online and show you how we do it. I'm Lucas Sakari, your host, and in this episode we're talking about the top 5 things to look for when investing in property. As always, before we begin, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe, and let's get into the video. The first thing to do when looking into property is choosing a type. This could be residential, for example houses and apartments, or commercial properties for businesses such as shops, restaurants, and even parking spaces.
Now that's a bright idea.
The type of property you choose will help you pick the right strategy and calculate how much profit you can make. As always, do your own research before starting out. Next up is location. The location of the property will determine the price. If you are in key cities and closer to transport hubs like train stations, the cost will be higher. Access to public transport, parks and shopping is one of the most important things to consider, so take your time to look at the pros and cons. Also, look for things that sound good but could be bad for potential tenants or buyers. For example, is the property near a football stadium? That sounds great if you support the team, but having 20,000 people on your doorstep every other week doesn't sound fun. The same can apply for universities, pubs, restaurants or shopping centres. The next thing you need to consider is property history. This will give you an insight on why the property is for sale, how long it's been for sale, identify any issues that need to be fixed, and work out potential upgrades, extensions or change of use. For example, older properties may have been built with materials like asbestos, which are now considered unsafe. Fixing the property could be very expensive, especially if you haven't checked the property history. Doing this could increase the chances of making profit on your rent or sale.
Money add then multiply.
Moving on to the market. Now this is another important thing to consider, as it will help you select the type of property and location to invest in. If you want a passive income, you will need to target people that want to rent for long periods of time. First-time renters and families are great tenants to have, as they require less maintenance and assistance compared to other markets such as students and commercial. If you plan to sell the property, you need to know how likely it is for the property to go up in value. Knowing the market rate helps you understand if the property you're buying is expensive or a good deal. Reaching out to estate agents is another option, as they have many tenants and buyers looking for properties and they have loads of local knowledge. Finally, negotiation strategies. Now this is where you secure your profit. You need to research the market around you and compare the prices for each property. That way you have an idea of what the property goes for and get the best price for your money. Contacting professionals to carry out an appraisal and compare the property with the market is the way to go, so you don't get ripped off. You also need to identify the property worth before you buy, after repairs, and if you're planning to make renovations. This can be done for a service fee, but make sure you find someone you can trust.
We have so much to learn from you.
Bonus tip: make sure you stick to your budget. It can be very tempting to increase the budget when you like a property, but remember, investing is about profit, not how much you like the property. The numbers are all that matters. And there you go, that's the top 5 things to look for when investing into property. Well guys, that's our show. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts of investing into property and if you would do it as a side hustle. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. We'll see you soon.